Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. Today, a Golden State clash as two teams from the state of California try to claim some bragging rights. It's the San Jose State Spartans and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
USC trying to get back to national prominence. They have not been able to crack that college football playoff code. A 9-4 season did show signs of improvement, but it wasn't good enough for fans. They do return quarterback Jaden Mayaga. He has shown some talent and composure in the pocket, but USC's got work to do to get back to national relevance. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So San Jose State's offense to go on the attack first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Stop right there.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Back to pass, it's Weaver. Left side, it's Bates. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Man, sometimes these receivers slash running backs just make you look good. Third down, everything covered. Nice defensive coverage, drop back, taking away option one, taking away option two. But how about the running back slipping out of the backfield, catching the football behind the line of scrimmage, but giving great effort, making the big play for this offense.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, gonna throw it. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking for a crease. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, you got 3rd in California, not a lot of play calls for that, so they go with the safe run, and a nice job getting a lot of the yardage back. Obviously, you don't get the first down, you either do 2 things. 1, you help out the punter here, or if you decide to go for it and you trust your quarterback in your passing game, let's find out what this coach wants to do.
And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. The Trojans' offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Something to watch in this game, will he be able to attack this secondary, particularly the one corner that has had his share of issues? Miller with the ball. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Going to take a shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Looking to throw, it's Weaver. Caught in the backfield, it's Bates. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the delay, it's Bates. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Under pressure. Fires to the big fella. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Sells to fake. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Makes the grab. It's Bates. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's McClure. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Keeps it on the option. There he goes. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Weaver. Look out! That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Snags it quickly on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On play action. Out wide right, it's Williams. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got him downfield. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Got it behind the line. It's Danzy. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Right side, it's Jordan. Made a defender miss. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Sells the run, looking to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
2nd and long here. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. This defense has set the tone through 2 quarters of football. They've drawn a line in the sand, and they've held it. It's why they'll take a lead into the second half, and it could be why they come away with a big victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Caught, it's Barber. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Nice play by this defense again, and I feel like it's a broken record, doesn't it, guys? Like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark, make a big play, and get something going?
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Anderson. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. The Trojans will try to pick it up on 4th down. Needs it. Makes his man miss. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down in the needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
And I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, but especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball. Nah, go for it.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
All even here in the 3rd quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Turning it on! And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabs it in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it. Touchdown, Trojans! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
I don't know, guys. The way this game's going, the defensive tug-of-war this has been, that might be enough right there. Points have been difficult to come by, but the offense found a way to get it done. Really nice job of execution there on that drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Weaver. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw. This time he's got it.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
And the Spartans send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Now, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bates. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these rigged running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Weaver. He's taking a deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Wants to throw again. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Third downs are so crucial, and quarterbacks, you want them to be, elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. But they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding third down and getting to the quarterback?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Quick give. It's Jordan. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. And the Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Here comes the offense on first down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.